Hi, I'm Sosa.
Hi, I'm Azam.
And together we're
Definitely alike.
So it's been a while since we've done a video for K-Influencer, but we have made time to get together and do the mission for September. And actually for this month's mission, it's to introduce you guys to Korean people, athletes, idols, historical figures that we admire. And I'm actually very curious to know who your Korean person is that you admire.
Yes. So my Korean person that I really, really admire and look up to is Rosé.
Just drove by your house, so far from you now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on. Everything I need is on the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. No, but they don't hear me though.
Oh my God.
From BlackPink, aka
Hey.
Park Chae-young.
Nice.
I am just gonna dive right into this. I have been looking up and admiring her ever since I met her. In a way, I'm so proud of what she has achieved and just for following her dreams in a country where she.
I just sorry for interrupting you. I just want to know, how did you meet first? Tell us, how did you meet, and what was it that stood out to you about her, and what made you fall more into admiration for her as you got to know her?
Okay, so obviously I got to know BlackPink first.
Okay.
I saw their music video on my YouTube page, and I was like, okay, let me check them out. And I was like, okay, I really like this group. Let me dive deeper. And then they released this series called BlackPink House, and I watched it. And I think it was the third or fourth episode. I don't know. I'm not sure. And I clearly remember the moment where I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a suit.
Oh.
It was they were going shopping, furniture shopping for their house and stuff, and they were looking around, and Rosé was just literally being herself. She was just looking around, and she was talking to the camera, and she was like, oh, this pillow is really cute. Oh, this pillow is really cute. This pillow is really cute. And I was like, you're such a nice person. You just bring so much positive energy, and you're not even doing anything.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's I really want, if because a bias is someone you admire and you and you look up to.
Yeah.
In a way, so my bias would obviously then be Rosé, because I just saw what I saw in a bias, what I saw in someone that I should look up to is what I saw in Rosé.
Gotcha.
And yeah, well, there's so many reasons that I have for admiring her. She always loved singing, but we know that with stuff like creating art and singing, it's really hard to pursue those dreams.
True.
It's not a lot of people dare to step outside of their comfort zone. They would rather just work a 9 to 5 than following the dreams and just doing something with it.
You have more security doing that.
You have more
it's
security.
A big risk.
Exactly. It's really the stability that you have with a 9 to 5. It's enough. It's enough. You can stop there. But I love that she chose to not only continue her her passion, her dream, but also go and do that in a foreign country, because obviously she grew up in Australia, so she moved to Korea at a very young age. I think she was around 15, 16, and she was alone, no parents, nothing, and she didn't know anyone. She got into YG and she just started auditioning, and she met all these people. But I'm just thinking, it must have been so hard for her to just leave your family at such a young age. You're still creating yourself. You're still creating
still
your
developing.
character. You're developing. You don't know who you are as a person. And to just leave behind everything you know and go follow your dream, which you're not even sure if it's gonna happen or not, because there's so many girls. There's so much competition. There's so much that is unsure, and she just went ahead and did that. What more, it's like, it's obviously not the only thing I'm going to say, but what more should I even say at this point?
I get it.
Admiring her is not even, it's an underestimation.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like what I even feel towards her. And then we saw the documentary they did for Netflix, and I saw that she was talking about her hardships and how, she's always like struggling with finding the right words to sing, or that she feels like she's scared that people are going to think that music isn't something she takes seriously. And just like that she isn't the person to talk about, her feelings. She'd rather put it in a song. And it's just, when you start to see bits and pieces of yourself in someone, you start admiring them even more. It's like crazy how the bond, like, I don't want to say bond, the nikims, the feelings, the vibes. It's just like, oh yeah, like we are, like, I get you. I get you completely.
Yeah.
Like the way that she is so invested in her art, in her passion, in her music, the way that she is always so like I said, invested, like she is there every step of the way. Like she has been waiting patiently. Like I said, she debuted finally, after working so hard, because she talked about how it was not easy, and thinking of like, it's easier to just go home. Like if my dad called me right now and he said, "Hi, we miss you," I would pack my bags and leave.
Yeah.
Like it's such a level where I'm like, I could never do this. I know I could never do this because I'm so family oriented, and she's so very, like, everyone is family. Like, if you have a close family, you are.
I feel like Koreans in general are very family oriented. So,
and it's like the way she said those things, my heart was aching, and I was like, you did it. You literally did it. And look at her now.
Look at her now.
She's like,
they shut it down.
She shut it down. Just the way that she is as a person is just very, very admirable to me, and I strive to be like her, and to one day, find, that I can invest my time, my passion into something, and like create something so beautiful and inspire hundreds and thousands and millions of people with it.
True.
And just being who I am in a world that it's just so hard to, especially when you're a girl, it's so hard to just breathe. It's just like to breathe. It's so hard. And like,
but she's still standing.
She's standing so tall. And then she released her solo project, which she also told us that, it's been a while since she wrote the songs, and she's been waiting, and she's been so patient always, and she's been working and working and working. Like she did full nights. She went in at like 12 p.m. noon, and she stopped working at 6 a.m. in the morning. Like, those days, it's like, you don't do that just for fun.
No, that's honestly true. And I just wanted to say, I think also, because I saw what you're talking about, and what I noticed is that she's a very good storyteller.
Yes.
She is able to like tell her own experiences in a way that resonates with a lot of people. Even though you don't have the same experiences, you can really feel the feelings, the nikims that she's trying to convey to you.
Exactly.
Even if you don't, if you can't relate, even you can still feel the vibes. I think that's very important. Very important quality to have if you're a superstar.
Yeah, no, it is.
If you're an artist, if you're a musician,
it is.
And I think that's one of the reasons why you could connect so well with her. Because of that, and also her dedication, because we saw her do a lot of late nights, but like happily, because a lot of times you have to do late nights you have to work overtime, and it weighs on you, and you're tired and you're stressed, and you don't want to do that. And I'm not saying that she wasn't stressed, but you can feel the actual joy of her working at something for very long, because she knew that if she did that with herself and her team, the result would be there.
Exactly.
And she really wanted to get that result, and I think that is very, very admirable.
It is admirable.
It really
and
is.
Also just how, like I said, that she left her home and everything she knew at a very young age, so she didn't find herself quite, she didn't find herself yet, and she grew into this beautiful, inspiring, strong storytelling woman
Yeah.
who just writes her story and she sings her songs all around the world now. And it's just, how do I not look up to her?
True.
Also, just I can keep going.
She has an amazing singing voice
I
as
can
well.
keep
That's
going.
one of the things that like even
Literally, even the dancing. She said the first time I had dancing lessons, I have never danced before, and now she's the lead dancer. Like,
I mean, that's wild. That is actually wild.
it's just
I
so
can
easy to look up to her.
I can really feel how much you admire her.
I really
Like
do.
you really do.
I
Like you really
do.
like a lot of people, like if you watch her BlackPink reactions, a lot of people always wonder like, is she even Rosé biased? Like one half is saying, is she even Rosé biased? And then you have the other half saying like, why is she overreacting when it comes
Yeah.
to Rosé? It's because Rosé means so much to her.
She
And
really
Rosé
does.
is literally one of the peoples on this earth that inspires her this much. But
She really
yeah,
does.
it's insane. I guess because we're talking about BlackPink, if I were to pick somebody in BlackPink that I would admire, it would probably be Jennie. Just because it is very hard. Like it doesn't even matter in which industry that you are. It's very hard to be a female rapper.
Yeah.
It's really a cutthroat industry, even for the most famous Western female rappers. And for her to be able to put such a stamp in the industry, in the K-pop industry, it's insane. Like it's literally insane. And I know she doesn't get lately a lot of people are saying like, I wish she would rap more, or I wish she would get more parts. But when she does rap, it is so impactful. You will remember.
It is.
You will remember. And I think what I admire the most about her is the fact that there is a lot of talk about her and she's still able to stand tall.
Yep. There is. She
Like-
is. And she uses that as a power, as a fuel to
Yeah.
you know, to go even harder, to go even, like, she's debuting as an actress soon, and the first ever show she's ever done is
Oh my God, that's
Hollywood
true.
is a Hollywood production.
That is true. And that is
Like,
that is for a K-pop idol.
for a K-pop idol.
I know it sounds like we're saying it as this thing, but
It's not. It's just
it's
literally
it's just because K-pop is it used to be such a niche, and now it's this global phenomenon, and we can see. And I feel like obviously you have many groups that were like the front runners in making like K-pop very popular, but I feel like Jennie is one of the first to actually break through and get
Yes.
certain roles and certain
Yes.
type of things handed to her because she works so hard, because obviously she looks amazing. I feel like she just has this type of energy that lights up a room and
Yeah.
that just makes everybody want to be with her or work with her. And it's the same for me. It's like an energy that I'm so instantly drawn to. But she's also my bias, so that's why. But yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, I'm glad we had this talk. I'm glad you had this chance to clarify to the world who you look up to the most in BlackPink and just in general, a
literally
Korean
in
person,
general.
like just a person,
Just a person.
and it's Rosé.
Girl
Yeah,
named Park Cheong, Roseanne Park,
exactly.
however you want to call her. YSL ambassador.
All right, and with that, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next.
And as always, like, comment, subscribe, post notifications, and show us some love.
Bye.
Bye.
어딜 거저길까 내가 앞에 있잖아 딴 생각하는 게 다 눈에 보이는데